Boom. So, would you like to go first or second, Mr. Tony Sloan?
I'll let Pablo go first.
Pablo. In that case, make some noise for Serski!
Alright, so here we go, the momentous mind, Pab Serski taking on this poor man's Tim Vine. I've got rhymes more sublime than doing a line off Kim Kardashian's ass for the 45,926,333rd time. I'm in my prime. I'm in my prime, I'm like a dog with a bone. I'm penetrating your mental cat flap like Daniel Stern in Home Alone. Your name's Tony Sloan, but every pun you tell is met with an elongated groan. And comedy clearly ain't pain, because to get here tonight you had to take out a loan. But not from a payday lender. From your mum who said, here you go, here's another tenner, you wee bender. Won't need, because the places you frequent, it's mostly just its legal tender. You look like a mix of both male and female genders. Body of Ellen DeGeneres, face of Ian Beale from EastEnders. With these lyrics, I'm rendering you helpless. I'm hunting you down more than Al Capone got hunted by Elliot Ness. Your jokes are a mess. Your face signals nothing but stress. Like Justin Timberlake on his doorstep, distressed after getting punked to beauty by Ashton Kutcher. In fact, fuck Ellen DeGeneres, fuck Ian Beale. You look like the love child of Napoleon Dynamite and Pat Butcher. More sadness in your eyes than a puppy that's just been neutered. So me and your ex-missus, we're going out tonight, we're going to get bluttered. So she knows what it's like to do shooters with a real man, instead of somebody whose idea of roleplay is dressing up as Batman. You've probably got 1,000 cats, man. When it comes to litter, you were definitely your family's runt. I'll tell you I'll tell you what Tony is backwards. It's weasel cunt. Time. So, Pablo, that's not actually his real name. It's actually Paul Simpson. I know, how lame. This is actually a character. He's a comedy pretender, but he can't use his real identity because he's a registered sex offender. I don't have to say it, you can just look at him and tell. Every time he walks by a primary school, his trousers start to swell. That beard, it's a warning. He didn't grow that out of style. Look at his face, it just screams, I'm a paedophile. And that hat, he doesn't wear that to hide that he's got no hair. That's where he keeps his secret stash. There's child porn under there. Now, I'm not saying Pablo's a rapist, but he's a rapist. Look at him. Look into his eyes. He's thinking about naked children right now. The fact that you're not in prison begs the question, how? How are you not in jail? Or at least a mental ward? The only thing that separates you from Rolf is a didgeridoo and a wobble board. It's a bit of a stretch, but kind of got there. Now, I'm not saying this for cheap laughs or to get in a few easy hits. This isn't a joke, people. This man actually molests kids. No. Everyone stop laughing. Get out your phones, call the police. For the sake of your children and others, I'm begging you, please. This man.
He's a paedophile. You've got Glitter, you've got Savile, Harris, add Pablo Serski to the list. But do you know what the sad thing is? He's actually a genius. Do you know what this man did? He went and built a time machine. He stuck a flux capacitor in a van that sells ice cream. But he didn't go back in time and right wrongs like Quantum Leap. No, he herded the children of history into his van like a flock of sheep. Stalin, Bin Laden, Pol Pot, Saddam Hussein. He shagged them all when they were away. You might think that's good, him hurting the worst people in history, but it's Pablo fucking them in the first place that made them that way. He even went back in time and abused Hitler when he was only 2, and he grew up and killed 6 million Jews. That's all on you. Sorry, man. Do you know why there's no dinosaurs? It's because of his diseased cock. He wiped them all out with AIDS and blamed it on a meteor rock. You know the Titanic? Was it an iceberg that sank it? Pablo raped a hole in it trying to get to Kate Winslet. But do you know what's the worst? And for this you should condemn. He even went back 2,000 years to a manger in Bethlehem. He fucked the baby Jesus. This man is Satan himself. He fucked the 3 wise men and Joseph and finished in Mary's mouth. He even went back in time and sucked his own little boy cock. Thus bringing us full circle in this paedophile paradox. So people, please don't vote for him whatever you do. You'll only be encouraging this paedophile Doctor Who. Ladies and gentlemen, listen to me. I implore you all, before you all got here, he even abused the cowboy on the wall. And look, he's suicidal, holding a gun to his head. That's Pablo's fault that this cowboy will soon be dead. That was better, that's okay. And do you know what he did backstage? He even abused the wee man. He put him in a nappy and stuck him in a pram. Look at him, shaking in the corner. It's okay, wee man. This nightmare will soon be over. I mean it. I mean it. This man is a beast. So if you won't condemn him, just don't vote for him at least. But I want this man brought to justice. I want him put on trial. He's an absolute disgrace. He's absolutely vile. So when I say Pablo, you say vile. Pablo. Vile. Pablo. Vile. When I say pedo, you say vile. Pedo. Vile. Pedo. Vile. I want this man arrested. I want this man arrested after he does his rhyme. I want this man to do a life sentence. I want him to do his time.
Have we got any time left? I'm not saying that you're human excrement, but I take everything you said there as a massive compliment. So you've seen the stand-ups, it's another Tony Sloan with his sad ballads, but don't worry mate, I'm sure your dad will soon show up and, well, toss your salad. But for now he's in hiding in Strathclyde Park with a painted wooden duck on his head, pretending to be a mallard. alright. And I've compared you to various different types of EastEnders, but I know you see yourself as some sort of Michael Fassbender, like Professor X or Magneto, because it's superheroes you like to beat your meat to. Lying in the dark of night, imagining you're Batman. You don't live in Gotham City. You live in a one-bedroom flat, man. You're Tony Sloan, Mr. Self-Depreciation, but your mood swings more than a 30-year-old woman during her monthly menstruation. Oh, you fuck yeah, going. Hey. You say your girlfriend's a skinny size too, but she's just a blow-up doll in need of some inflation. In rap terms, I'm the Hulk, you're Tim Roth's Abomination. I'm Terminator 1 and 2, you're Terminator Salvation. See, the problem is, I was born for this shit, bitch. You were born then left in a ditch. Abandoned, stricken like the Concordia ferry. Hold on, wait a minute. I think your dad might actually be John Terry. Or worse yet, Senator John Kerry in the Middle East selling ISIS their rifles while you sit at home eating your mum's 2-week-old Christmas trifles. Well, she sits and cries and moans with despair because every morning she wakes up she has to brush her son's cum from her hair. Now, I don't think it's harsh or at all unfair to compare you to the human equivalent of Ebola or polio, but facing facts looking at you now, all I see on this stage is more wee cunt than a labiaplasty surgeon's portfolio. Time.
Have I mentioned yet that he's a paedophile? Okay, we'll get off that subject for a while. What else can I say about Pablo Serski, apart from the fact he can't keep his sexual urges at bay? Well, there's a way. I could comment on the way that he's dressed, but I'm not really comfortable making fun of the homeless. Oh, I know, well look at his jokes and how every single one of them is aimed at blokes. You alienate women with such expertise. You're the master of depravity, the sultan of sleaze. It's all vagina this and vagina that. The way you go on, it's like you'd never seen a twat. It's all bum holes and fisting and shitting on a woman's chest. You need help, Pablo. I think you're obsessed. But I don't think it's fair that I say all Pablo's jokes are about sex. Some of them are even borderline racist. I'm not going to say anything, don't mind. There's even that joke about the mentally challenged he tells, but he can get away with it because he's a wee bit special himself. Look at his special face. Oh, his wee special face. Try to remember the next line. But do you know the biggest joke of all? I can't get this into my head. You actually have a fucking girlfriend. She chooses to go out with him through her own free will, or do you constantly keep her spiked with a retinol pill? Would I get a big laugh if I've done it right? Yeah, you bitch. Where were we? Look, Pablo, you're actually my friend. So I want to actually say that we're actually really good friends in the end. I know I'm just drifting now. Like a deflating cow. Right, okay. Actually, Pablo and me have a lot of things in common. Sex with children obviously not being one of them. We both like superheroes, like the Hulk and Spider-Man. In fact, he uses our comics to lure kids into his van. Yeah. To be a superhero is both our common dream. So do you know what we've done? We've assembled a superhero team. There's Pablo and me and our good friend Joe. Joe. He's going to be on later rapping in the show. It's not no, that's hold on. There's also JD Brown, but he's not here. He's at the Hydro, headlining a gig to 13,000 people or so. It's a wee young joke. We're called the Unfuckables, and we're putting on a show from the 14th to the 21st of March at the Glasgow Comedy Festival. Tickets are available on the Glasgow Comedy Festival. So, Pablo. Joe, you can go. Pablo, I've cut bits to make it shorter, that's why I'm a wee bit. Yeah. Pablo, I want to make things better. So I went and wrote you a rap love letter. To Paul, or Pablo, as they call you on the street, a rose by any other name would smell just as sweet. You complete me, defeat me, I don't want to win. If you could be happy winning and I could see your grin. It's a sin that we can't be together. You can hold me tight when outside there's stormy weather. A golden shower raining down on me. It would make me happy if you covered me in your pee. Oh, you think that's bad. But you don't want me, because I'm a full-grown man. But it doesn't matter, because I've got myself a plan. I'll dress as a schoolboy. I can be your boy toy. If you spanked my bottom, it would fill my heart with joy. Oh, get that image in your head. A prepubescent adolescent over your knee you could bend. But friend is all that I can call you, because I'm not a little boy, a baby or a toddler. So I guess I'll have to settle for less. But I really cannot stress how much Pablo is the best. I love you, Pablo. You're my comedy bro. He may be a paedophile, but he's my pedo. Time.
Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for both battlers there! That chat was shady as fuck, man. I can't remember the last time I saw a whole room chanting the word paedophile. It was when I did that kind of failed panto season. I don't want to talk about that now. It's like a musical episode to catch a predator there, man. Fucking hell. I should point out these videos of rap battles usually go up on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/WeeManEntertainment. But, well, but given that there was so much paedophilia chat that one, I think this video might go up in the dark net instead. James knows what I'm talking about, don't you? I should disqualify you kind of for just using half of that to plug your show at the Comedy Festival. But given that I'm no pennies for this shit, then fuck it, I'll do some anyway. So today's what, folks, you lovely people get to decide the winner of that, who was the most or least offensive, whatever way you look at it. So today's what, folks, if you think Pablo, or Paul, as I've now found out his real name is, should take away the victory in this one, make some noise for Pablo Serski! And if you think voluntary social worker, crusader for the children, Mr. Tony Sloan should walk away with this one. Make some noise for T. Sloan! That was quite close. Might have to do this again. Pablo! Tony! He's both in kind of mediocre reaction there, so... tallest dwarf competition at this stage. Tell you what, Jay, we'll put it down to Jay, our sound guy here. So, Jay, you're the soundest guy in the room. Who do you think should walk away with this one?
Pablo!
Pablo, in that case, make some noise for Pablo! Oh, it's a close battle. Two ties, man. Close ties. Okay. Get away, son, you bother me. So Pablo, he won that battle. He will meet whoever wins the next battle in tonight's grand final. Give me a woo! Okay, Okay, calm down, don't patronise me. I should point out that you'll be given raffle tickets actually on your tables. Your duty is to write down some words for me to throw in the final battle. It'll be a freestyle battle, but you basically get to write it for them. Your word suggestions.